Hello and welcome to the welcome to the updated Weezer tier list. This is just going to be a real quick video where I am updating the Weezer tier list. I've listened to a lot of Weezer since then and my opinions have changed quite a bit. So, let's get started. We're going to start with S. Ubate. Ubate is still my favorite. Freaking Make Believe is still my second favorite. I love Make Believe so much. I'm kind of torn for third place. It's kind of torn between like Van Weezer, Maladroit, and probably Red. Let's be honest. Yeah, we'll go with Van Weezer. Van Weezer is really good. I know a lot of people don't like Van Weezer, but Van Weezer is really good. Not a lot of people like Make Believe either, but Make Believe is a beautiful album. Okay, now we're gonna go down the list. SCNZ Autumn is definitely an A. SCNZ Autumn is definitely an A. I'm gonna say Spring. I'm pretty sure that's Spring. Spring is my favorite. Spring is probably my favorite SCNZ. All SCNZ is great. Winter, I'm gonna say Winter's a B. Summer's really good, but I'm gonna put Summer behind Autumn. Autumn is really good. So for SCNZ, we got Spring, which is my favorite. I love Spring. Well, actually, Spring and Autumn are probably tied. Not Winter. Summer is really good, and I don't really care much for Winter. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like Winter. So let's do Black. Honestly, Black is a D. The only good songs I like on Black are I'm just being honest. That's a really good song. And then not a lot of people like this song either. The Prince That Wanted Everything. I'm actually a fan of Prince That Wanted Everything. It's kind of like Beverly Hills. It's stupidly simple, but it's actually pretty good. We're just gonna put that one in B. Blue, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a massive fan of Blue. I'm gonna put Blue right there. I mean, I understand the significance of Blue, right? Because Blue is the legendary first start, and Blue is arguably one of the best Weezer albums, if not the best. But personally, I'm just not a fan of it. I don't really see myself listening to Blue very often. The only songs I really care for is Surf Wax America. I love Surf Wax America. Surf Wax America is awesome. And Paperface. But Paperface is on deluxe, and we're not ranking the deluxe. Christmas with Weezer, I'm gonna put that in C. Green, I'm gonna put Green in D. I kind of like hate Green. I don't hate Green as much as I hate Black. But Death to False Metal, I don't really listen to this either except for Everyone. So we're gonna put that in C. I'm gonna put it in front of Christmas with Weezer. Hurley. I actually really like Hurley. Hurley is good. Hurley is probably a low A. Maladroit is in front of Hurley. I don't know actually. Do I like Hurley more than Maladroit? That's kind of a hard one, to be honest. No, I think I like Hurley a little bit more than Maladroit. OK Human, whoops. OK Human is S. OK Human is absolutely beautiful. I love OK Human. OK Human is such a unique album. I actually I used to like Pacific Daydream, but now I don't really listen to any of the songs. It's a summer album, but White is a much better summer album. We're gonna put it right behind Death to False Metal. Pinkerton, I like Pinkerton. I'm gonna put Pinkerton behind Maladroit. Okay. Not Maladroit. I like Maladroit a little bit better than Pinkerton, but I just don't listen to Pinkerton very much. Ratitude, I know Ratitude is often ranked as the absolute worst Weezer album. It's an okay album, but it's not something I listen to. You know, it's not something I actively go out and listen to. So I'm gonna say the only song I go out of my way to listen to is Put Me Back Together. I love Put Me Back Together. That is such a good song. It's kind of like no, I like Pacific Daydream more. I like Christmas with Weezer more. Christmas with Weezer has a purpose. Ratitude just kind of exists. Red is an absolute S tier. I love Red. Red, I love Red, okay? I love, Pork and Beans, Everybody Get Dangerous. What's the other song? Troublemaker. And variations of the Shaker hymn or The Greatest Man That Ever Lived. That is such an amazing song. It is one of Weezer's best songs. Teal, I've kind of grown out of Teal. I really liked Teal. Teal was one of the first things I ever listened to when I first got into Weezer. So, I think I'm gonna. The only song I go out to listen to on Teal is Paranoid. And maybe No Scrubs, but mostly just Paranoid. I think I'm gonna put it in C. But have I listened to Ratitude more than Teal? Yeah, probably, honestly. White used to be my absolute favorite album. But I don't it's like some of the other albums. I don't go out of my way to listen to it. I have not listened to the full White album like ever since I did the first tier list. So that's like a year, maybe a year and a half. The only song I look out for is Jacked Up, because Jacked Up is my second favorite Weezer song. I'm thinking high B. Yeah, okay. Now let's look at this. Okay. Ubate is my absolute favorite. Ubate is amazing. It's like a movie. I love every song on Ubate. There's not a single song that I don't like, but I kind of save Ubate for special occasions. It's like a treat, because it's like a movie. Make Believe is absolute amazing album. I honestly thought about putting Make Believe as my first, but I can't listen to Make Believe all the time. It makes me sad. Make Believe is a sad album. It makes me sad. Van Weezer, because Maladroit used to be in number 3, but Van Weezer, I like everything on Van Weezer. Van Weezer's great. And the reason it replaced Maladroit is because Maladroit I only like the first 4 songs. And realistically, that's only like 3 songs out of the album I actually like. Okay Human? Oh wait, no. I forgot to mention. Van Weezer is a pump up, you can listen to any time. You can listen to Van Weezer anytime. And if it's not obvious already, I listen to albums depending on the mood or for specific purposes. As I said, Make Believe is sad. I listen to Make Believe when I'm sad. I listen to that when I'm having a really good day. I listen to Van Weezer when I just want some rock and I'm pretty happy. I listen to OK Human because it's more of classical. I listen to it when I'm reading or when I'm writing. I've listened to it a few times on my Bluetooth sleep mask. OK Human is is probably the album I've listened to most. And whenever I do, I listen to the whole thing. So I listen to OK Human a lot. I listen to recently I've been listening to a lot of Red. Um just now I was outside doing gardening stuff today and I was listening to Red. I listened to most of it. And I just listened to it. It's kind of like a pump up. It's kind of like Van Weezer. It's kind of pumped up and it's really nice and I love it. It makes me feel good, like Pork and Beans, how you're going to be yourself and stuff, Troublemakers, like Live Life on the Edge, and like Let's Get Dangerous is about the same thing, and then the other songs by the other band members are just kind of love songs. It's a really great album. And The Angel and the One, I could probably talk about that song forever. That is one of Weezer's best songs. I absolutely love um that song. It is so sad. It makes me so sad and I love it. The only song I don't like on Red is what's the song name? Oh, Heart Songs. I don't like Heart Songs. Heart Songs is lame. So most of the albums in S tier, I love all of it. I love all of Ube. I love all of Make Believe. I love all of Van Weezer. I love all of that. And uh, Red is at the lower S because I don't like all the songs on it. Now for SCNZ, we're gonna cover SCNZ right now. Spring. A lot of people don't like Spring, but I love Spring. Spring is so happy. It makes me very happy. Um, Autumn. Autumn is just rock. It's synth rock, and I love it. I love I love all SCNZ. Summer is whenever you're like like you're angry and you're angsty because each SCNZ has a different um emotion portrayed in it. Uh for example, spring is blissful. Spring is happy and blissful. Autumn is a little anxious. Summer is angsty and mad almost, and then winter is sad. But these two are just so good. Autumn pumps me up. It is just a great album to listen to all the time. Not all the time, anytime. Summer is real nice when you're maybe a little mad or you're angsty or you're on edge. Like it's great. Hurley, I call Hurley the folk album. Hurley, it uses a bunch of different instruments and it's kind of like folk music. It's nice. It uses a bunch of instruments. It uses a whole crap ton of stuff. It's great. Maladroit is rock. Maladroit is really heavy on guitar. Really, that's what I used to listen to Maladroit a lot for, is because it's real heavy. Those first 4 songs are super heavy. American Gigolo, then there's Dope Nose, and then there's I don't remember, and then there's like Take Control, I think. Those are all great songs. Pinkerton, I used to listen to Pinkerton a lot, but Pinkerton is kind of like inspiration or you're being loved, but I don't listen to Pinkerton very often. There's a few songs I don't like. I don't like El Scorcho. It's kind of stupid, but Pinkerton's okay. I just listen to it. I just sometimes listen to it when I rock music. I listen to Maladroit and Pinkerton when I want like a hard rock music. Hurley, I listen to Hurley when I'm feeling like euphoric or want nostalgia or something. That's a really good way to explain Hurley, is nostalgic. The only songs I don't like on Hurley are probably Where's My Sex? Like the instrumental, the music part of it is great. The lyrics are just stupid. White. I don't listen to White. I'm gonna be honest. The only reason White is in B is because of Jacked Up. And yeah, that's about it. I don't really listen to White. I love the cover. I like the summer aspect, you know. I don't really listen to Winter either. I have not listened to the entirety or any song of Winter since like the last video. Blue. I don't really listen to Blue. I only listen to Paperface, which is part of the deluxe, which doesn't count because this is the regular album. And Surf Wax. I love Surf Wax America. That's a great song. I don't like the ending song. Most Weezer albums end with a sad, like, acoustic song. And I usually do not like those. I do not like Weezer and sad songs usually. But Van Weezer is about the only one I like. I don't like Endless Bummer. I don't really care for Only in Dreams. I don't really care for Only in Dreams. But I really like the Van Weezer Precious Metal Girl. That's about the only acoustic Weezer song I like is Precious Metal Girl. Maybe it's because I've listened to so much acoustic music that I'm almost like, I like the raw sound of like folk punk more than I like the produced acoustic songs of Weezer. But yeah, I just don't listen to Blue very often, if at all. I understand its significance and whatnot. That's why it's in B. It's kind of in the middle. That's like the generic Weezer album. I'm not even gonna go over this. The only reason it's up here, I hate Green. That's why I hate Green. That it's just here. It's just in the middle. It's here. Death to False Metal. It's a compilation album. There's just a bunch of random crap on it. The only ones I really listen to is Everyone, because Everyone is a really aggressive song. That's about the only song I seek out on Death to False Metal. The rest I don't really care for. So that's why it's in C. I used to like Pacific Daydream. Pacific Daydream was good. It's okay. Mexican Fender is obviously the best song on Pacific Daydream. The reason I'm not into Pacific Daydream as much anymore is because there's no real songs other than that I like. I like Mexican Fender and Happy Hour, and that's about it. The rest of the album just isn't really that significant in my opinion. Christmas with Weezer, it's Christmas songs. What can I say? Okay, it's just on this because it was there. Raditude, I don't listen to anything from Raditude except Put Me Back Together, and that song is amazing. But it's kind of the same thing as Pacific Daydream. I only like one of the songs, and I just don't listen to the rest of them. Teal is the same thing. I only like one of the songs, and that's Paranoid. The rest is just kind of it's okay. That kind of sums up the entire C category. Is just songs I only like a few songs, and that's it. Green, I hate Green. Green is so boring. It's so short. Everything sounds the same. It's just not good. I'm not a fan of Island in the Sun. I don't really care much for Island in the Sun. There's not much emotion behind the lyrics. The rest is just, it's just the same. It all sounds the same. It's just the most, other than Blue, is like the most generic Weezer album. It's Weezer. And that's about it. The only song I sometimes listen to is Photograph, I think. I think it's called Photograph. Yes, it's Photograph. That song is okay, but I only like the first part. And Black, no, we're gonna put Black in front of Green because I like I like only one song on green, and I only like two songs on black. It's kind of like this. It kind of has the same ordeal as the C tier. I like two of the songs, but the rest. No, this is different. I like two of the songs in black, and I hate the rest of them. That's why it's in D tier, not C tier. The only songs I like are the Prince Who Wanted Everything, which, as I said, is like Beverly Hills. It's so simple and it's stupid, and I like it. And then, uh, I'm just being honest. That's a good song, and that's it. Unlike something like Teal, where the rest of the songs are eh. Black is just, the rest of the album is bad. Um oh Can't Knock the Hustle. Can't Knock the Hustle is okay. Zombie Bastards is probably the worst Weezer song ever made. Zombie Bastards is so bad. Byzantine is so bad. Um I don't even know the rest of the songs. They're just, California Snow sucks. It's horrible, okay? Black is just horrible. I don't like these two. So, and I like most Weezer albums and songs. I like a lot of I really I don't hate any Weezer song. I just No, I hate a few of them. I don't hate most Weezer songs. They all have their purpose. They all have their point. They're all okay musically, but Weezer has such highs, such amazing highs as S tier, or even A tier. You could even count A tier. Weezer has such amazing high points that there are just, that the low points are average. You know, I don't know what else to say. It's already 22 minutes long. So, yeah, that's my update to the Weezer tier list. It's been like a year, maybe a year and a half. Um, but yeah, that's a Weezer tier list. Thanks for watching the update. I'm gonna sneeze. Meh. Oh my. Yep, that's it. Thank you.